You ask why I lock the door before the night is deep. You ask why I lower my voice when footsteps climb the street. Come closer. There was a man once, Kara Kemal. I was young then, too young for power, old enough to carry names. I saw men fear him, I saw men need him, I saw roads open when his name was whispered. There was a door, there was a lamp, there was rain on the storm. There was his name low in the room, and I was not yet grown. Kara Kemal, Kara Kemal, do not say it in vain. He was not born a wolf, no man is, and truth be told, he never cared much for the light. Some men want applause, some want medals, some want crowds to chant their names. Not him. He kept his life hidden, knowingly. The shadow suited him. He was not born a wolf, he was not made for light. He learned the road in silence, he learned the state by night. In shadows, men speak honestly. In shadows, states reveal themselves. In shadows, real power changes hands without flags, speeches, or drums. And after enough years, a man forgets where he ends, and the shadow begins. He entered the post office young, ink on the fingers, dust on the shelves. Orders crossing the empire through wires thinner than thread. That was where he learned how states breathe, not through speeches, through messages, through silence, through what never reaches paper. And there he met him, the great master, not yet the man history would remember. Just a man who understood that empires begin dying long before they collapse. He worked under him for years, small tasks first, names, roads, deliveries. Men who had to disappear, men who had to arrive unseen. And slowly, without noticing the exact moment, he crossed the line between clerk and shadow. And some of us followed, not because we understood history. We follow because a road opened, and men like us were young enough to mistake danger for destiny. So we learned the work, no monument, records, magazines crossed borders, names crossed mouths, orders crossed wires. And he learned which message must arrive, which message must vanish, which door must open before morning. He knew the coffee houses, smoke, cards, whispers, men pretending to waste time, while the empire passed from hand to hand. A paper from Europe, a name from Salonika, warning from the provinces, a man to be hidden, a man to be watched. Nothing moved by itself, not bread, not guns, not rumors, not men. He knew the streets by what they could hide. The porter's back, the baker's fire, the grocer's book, the boatman's hour, the clerk's silence. Each one a thread, each thread a road, each road a hand inside the dark. And I was there, small enough to be unseen, a boy with quick feet, a name no one kept, a face men forgot before the door had closed. That is why I lived. Not because I was wiser, not because I was cleaner, not because my hands held less darkness. I lived because history has poor eyesight. It remembers the masters, it forgets the boys who carried their papers. And when the time came, they called it politics, he called it work, we called it survival. Then came the organization that did not live on paper, the way it lived in men. They gave it names later. Special organization, secret service, patriotic duty, war behind the war. But he knew its real body, roots, money, letters, men chosen in back rooms, men sent east with false calm in their faces. The Caucasus was not a map to them, it was a wound waiting to open. Trabzon, Erzurum, Van, branches in the dark, hands reaching toward mountains, guns meant for peoples who might rise when the empire needed them to rise. And even there, men mistook noise for power. They thought an office could be emptied and filled again with any educated soldier. They thought a network was a list. They thought a loyal man could be replaced like a chair. No, a network has a soul. A name only lives when someone answers. A road only lives when someone risks it. A message arrives when silence can be trusted. He told them this. Maybe they heard, maybe they did not. But the work went on. Men moved, money moved, weapons moved, promises moved faster than all of them. And I watched. I learned then what men like him already knew. The state is never one thing. It is a minister giving orders, a clerk hiding paper, a porter turning his head, a boat leaving before dawn, a committee deciding who must not be seen. He did not command armies, he commanded passages, not banners, not battles, passages. And for a while, that was enough. came, and war is honest. It strips a country bare. It asks only one question: can you feed it? The army wanted bread, Istanbul wanted bread, the poor wanted bread, the state wanted miracles with empty granaries and broken roads. So they built what did not exist: companies, committees, guilds, wagons, stores of grain, hands on every sack, eyes on every street. They called it provision, they called it economy, they called it national policy. But he knew what it was: power. Not the power of speeches, not the power of medals, the power of bread before hunger revolts. The baker, the porter, the merchant, the clerk, a closed street, a blocked K, a hidden sack, an erased name. That was when he became necessary, not loved, not clean, necessary. And we saw it. We saw men who cursed him come to him quietly. We saw officials who feared him wait for his word. We saw hunger bend before the men who knew where bread was hidden. And in this world, necessary men begin to mistake themselves for permanent men. They did not say it then, not when hunger came. Kara Kemal, let them say it again. Not when bread had to move, not when roads were closed, not when men had to vanish, not when no one else would go. Then the war ended, or so they said. Men in clean rooms are always quick to declare an ending. They sign paper, they draw borders, they count prisoners, they send ships to carry the guilty away. But a defeated empire does not end in a sentence. It leaks through ports, through barracks, through warehouses, through men who refuse to go home empty-handed. Istanbul filled with uniforms that were not ours. Foreign boots, foreign flags, foreign eyes measuring our streets, as if already dividing the furniture. The old state had fallen, the new one had not yet been born. That was when shadows became useful again. Men had to leave Istanbul, not loudly, not with speeches, not as heroes, quietly, one by one. Through back doors, through boats before dawn, through names written badly on papers no one looked at twice. Weapons had to disappear from where the victor searched and appeared, where resistance could still breathe. Rifles, ammunition, men who knew how to command, men who knew how to obey, men who knew when not to speak. We moved them across water, across fear, across the distance between our defeated capital and an Anatolia not yet ready to surrender. Some of those names, not the famous ones, smaller names, useful names, names that had to arrive before the man himself. And when the roads opened, others walked them into history. They remember the front, they remember the pashas, they remember the speeches. Let them, some wars are carried by men whose names are printed, others by men who make sure the road is open before the printed names arrive. He did not ask for statues, none of us did. We asked only that memory not wash its hands after using ours. But memory is a coward. It loves clean beginnings. It loves the first day, the first flag, the first command. It forgets the warehouse, it forgets the boatman, it forgets the clerk, it forgets the man who knows which rifle is hidden under which floor. Memory is a coward. It washes every hand. It blesses every daylight. It buries every man. The armistice was not peace. It was another kind of war. A war of papers, a war of passages, a war of silence. A war in which the empire's leftovers learned to become the nation's firstborns. And once again, he stood in the dark, and we stood behind him, doing the work the daylight would later deny. Then victory came. Not like thunder, not like justice, not like the end. Men had promised themselves in prison cells and back rooms. Victory came dressed in daylight. Flags, speeches, crowds, clean uniforms, new titles. For men who had learned to stand where cameras could see them. I watched. I had seen men move when no crowd clapped. I had seen rifles carried under sacks of grain. I had seen fear pass from hand to hand like a sealed letter. Now the square was full, and men who knew the road only after it was open stood at the front as if they had carved it with their own hands. Then came İzmir. He met him face to face. A long meeting, long enough for old debts to enter the room, long enough for silence to become a second speaker. He did not come to ask about bread or trade or hunger, or how wealth might rise without becoming another chain. No, he came to measure them, how many remained, how much they still carried, which doors still opened when their names were spoken. Kara Kemal made his mistake. He spoke as if he still held power, as if the old network were still a body, as if the fallen empire had left its pulse inside his hands. A powerful man does not act powerful. He knew it, he had known it, but there before him he forgot his lesson. Perhaps he wanted him to remember. Perhaps he wanted the new state to admit that it had passed through their shadows. Perhaps he wanted a place, not honor, not medals, not songs, a chair in the room where the country they carried was being divided into offices, laws, fortunes, and clean biographies. That was when suspicion entered, not loudly. Suspicion never needs noise. It sits in the room, it waits, it drinks the tea, it remembers every word. And from that day, whether he knew it or not, the road began narrowing. Not yet the verdict, not yet the pistol, not yet the boots on the stairs, but the first closing of the door. And then came the years when a man is not dead, but already removed. No chains, no prison, no verdict, only doors that open slower, hands that did not reach as warmly, rooms where voices dropped when his name entered. That is how power speaks when it does not yet want to kill you. It first teaches others to look away. He had not asked to be loved. Love is for poets' children and men who never had to decide who must vanish before dawn. He asked for recognition, not medals, not songs, not statues, a place. But they wanted clean men now, men with polished hands, men with soft voices, men who could speak of order as if order had not been dragged through mud, hunger, blood, and secret roads. They wanted the victory without the night. They wanted the state without the hands that fed it. They wanted the nation born in daylight with no memory of the rooms where rifles slept under flour sacks. And he watched them, the new men, the careful men, the men who arrived after the road was open and called the road theirs. They took the houses, they took the shops, they took the offices, they took the words. People, republic, nation, order, words we had carried like contraband now hung clean on other men's walls. And when men like him entered, they smelled smoke on their clothes. They smelled prison, they smelled hunger, they smelled old committees, old debts, old crimes they preferred not to remember. So yes, so yes, rage grew not suddenly, not like fire thrown on dry wood, like pressure under stone. Every slight, every closed door, every flatterer promoted, every coward made respectable, every old comrade abandoned to poverty, suspicion, silence. A man can survive defeat. What rots him is being told he was never necessary. That was the insult. Not that they feared him. They were right to fear him. Not that they called him dangerous. He was. The insult was this: they used danger to build a country, then called danger a stain. They sentenced him before İzmir, before they spoke his name. Kara Kemal, Kara Kemal, let them say it again. Not on paper, not yet, but behind the closing doors, in rooms where men looked away and said his name no more.
Then he heard İzmir, not first as news, as a smell. Something in the air changed. Men stopped speaking plainly, doors closed before he reached them. A name passed from mouth to mouth, and every mouth denied having spoken it. İzmir. A street, a pistol, a plan, a handful of men with more rage than sense. They said it failed. Of course it failed.
Some plots are born, already dead. Some men do not know when they are carrying a weapon, and when they're carrying bait.
They said his name had entered the affair, Kara Kemal. He understood at once, not fear first, recognition.
This was the door they had been waiting for. The Republic did not need to invent its enemies anymore. İzmir gave them faces, gave them names, gave them papers to stamp in daylight. A pistol in İzmir became a net in Ankara.
A failed shot became a rope for men who were never there. Was it foolishness, betrayal, panic, a trap laid by others? Perhaps all of them. It no longer mattered. In politics, truth arrives late, power arrives early. And when power has already decided, truth becomes a clerk writing after the verdict. He knew the smell of a purge. He had seen it before. First comes the whisper, then the list, then the knock, then the court that has already heard enough. Before a man opens his mouth, they would not ask what he had done. They would ask what his name could carry, and his name could carry everything. Old committees, old money, old grudges, old roads, old men who had not yet learned to disappear quietly. So he knew İzmir was not merely İzmir. It was the state finding the sentence it had wanted to speak for years. Then they came for him too. Of course they did. Not with surprise, not with shame, not even with anger. With procedure. A name on a paper, a door to be watched, a street to be closed, a friend to be questioned, a house to be searched. That is when he understood how far they had come. The state no longer needed to hate him. It only needed to process him. The state remembers danger. It never forgets a name. It takes the hand that fed it and sends it back in chains. He escaped for a while, through rooms that smelled of fear, through doors opened by hands that trembled, through the city he had once moved like blood through a body. Istanbul knew him, or he thought it did. Every quay, every coffee house, every passage, every man who owed a favor, every window that had once stayed dark when darkness was needed. But a city changes when the state asked questions. Old friends remember children, old comrades remember wives, old doors remember locks. Men who once swore brotherhood begin to speak of danger, and I do not blame them. Fear is a government too. He hid Kara Kemal, little master, the man who moved porters, bakers, clerks, merchants, boats, wagons, sacks of flour, men with pistols, men with seals, men with no names at all. He hid like a stray animal behind other people's mercy. That is when anger changed. It did not leave him, it sank. Rage is easy when men still stand beside you, harder when the room is empty, when footsteps pass outside, when every kindness endangers the hand that gives it. What was the state now? A flag he had carried, a machine he had built,
A judge he had armed without knowing it would one day turn toward him. He had believed the state remembered service. It does not. The state remembers danger. It never forgets a name. And once it decides that you are danger, all former service becomes evidence. The roads he opened became conspiracy. The men he moved became network. The money he gathered became corruption. The silence he kept became guilt. The discipline he served became threat. Everything he had been returned to accuse him. That is the deepest betrayal. Not that enemies hate you. Enemies are honest. The betrayal is when the thing you fed with your own hands learns your smell and sends hunters after you. He had seen hunger, he had seen defeat. He had seen empires fall without understanding that they were falling. But this was different. To be hunted by the state, one helped teach how to hunt. To hear its boots and know the rhythm. To know the paper before it is read. To know the verdict before the judge clears his throat. They wanted him alive, not because life mattered, because spectacle mattered. A trial, a confession, a rope, an old wolf lifted before the new pack. Let them say, this is justice. Let them say, this is the republic defending itself. Let them say, history is clean now. They sentenced him to death. They wrote it in his name. Kara Kemal, Kara Kemal. Do not say it in vain. But they did not choose the herd. They did not choose the hour. They did not choose the last thing left to decide. You ask what he did, no, not tonight. A child should not sleep with that sound inside his head. Only remember this: they came with the state, they came with papers, they came with boots, they came with the rope already waiting somewhere in the morning. But before they reached him, he took from them the last thing they thought was theirs, the ending. And that is why I still lower my voice when I say his name.